Welcome back to the Kingdom of Jerusalem campaign from Kingdoms Crusades Remastered. We are on game turn 9 in the year 1176, and in real life we're on the second day of Christmas, so Merry Christmas everyone, and for those of you who are watching my campaign on Christmas, special things. I was saying last time that the units are a little bit peculiar, not quite as bad in Broken Crescent, but in this version of the game they're a little bit peculiar. Let's have a look at the units that can be recruited here. So we can recruit Templar Sergeants. Okay, Sergeants at this time had horses, so they were, in principle, a mounted unit would have been counted as cavalry. They would have gone on horse to battle, even if the fort dismounted. Then we have in here we have various, various Knights of Jerusalem, and we have Squires of Tripoli. These are all mounted units. We have mounted sergeants. The only non-mounted unit are the Swordier archers. There would have been archers, maybe hunters, something like that. They were the only real native unit, except for this Syrian militia. Now, the main ethnicities at this point were the Syrians of Syria. They would have spoken Syriac. They were not Arabs. They were Assyrians in ethnicity. Then the Maronites, partly in Lebanon. There would have been Lebanese Christians, and then there were the local locals who would have, like 15 centuries ago, might have been Jews, but in the meantime they had been Hellenized and Christianized, the vast majority of them, as evidence from their names on grave monuments. So they have, like the time of Christ, the majority of names on grave monuments were Jewish, but they were written in Greek. And nearly all Jewish texts existed in Greek more often than in Jewish. The Jews made an effort to kind of preserve Jewish versions, but speaking Hebrew was a rarity, even among former Jews at Roman times, let alone by this time. So the majority of the indigenous peoples would have been speaking Greek. And there might have been some Arabs and Turks here and there. And none of these are represented. The Syrian militia maybe includes also the Palestine, people of the Palestine, Maronites of Lebanon and so on, not just the Syrians, but yeah. I find it all very strange, and that we have no units of them. So for every feudal knight, which are about 20 counts, plus the king, plus the Count of Tripoli, 22, there would have been one or two viscounts, so about, let's say in total, 60 feudal knights. These were the whole kingdom had 60 feudal knights. These were all the proper knights. So in addition, there were knights of the religious orders who had taken religious vows, or more like monks. They were no longer nobility, they were former nobility perhaps. Okay, we count them as knights normally. So 60 plus, let's say 300 of these knights of the religious orders, let's round it up, 400, push it out to 500 max. There would have been the knights. And at the Battle of Hattin, it is said there were about 500 of these types of knights, plus others to the total of 1,600 horsemen. But in English, horsemen is translated into knights. So there were 500 knights plus a total of 600 knights. So in English or in modern European languages, what we translate as knights has nothing, does not necessarily have anything to do with feudal knights. So it's something else. It's basically cavalrymen. So Turcopals were being considered knights in translation, even though they were Turks. And there were no Christians. So who were the rest? In the Battle of Hattin, there were 1,600 cavalry, of whom 500 at a push could be considered knights, so they would have included the monks of the religious orders. And then the rest, the non-cavalry, were about 16,000, so 10 to 1. For every horseman, there were 10 men on foot. Some of them would have been camp followers, could have been also Muslims among the camp followers. The majority would have been Christians among those who actually fought. And who are they? Are they all Syrian militia? I don't think so. They were not all Syrians. Where are the locals? You know, the people who lived in Palestine. You know, William of Tyre calls the land of the Kingdom of Jerusalem Palestine. So the word existed then. There were people living here. It wasn't, you know, a complete desert inhabited by a few knights. But they're nowhere, they're not represented among the units. The units are Frankish axemen from, you know, the Holy Roman Empire, mainly from southern France. There are some Pisan and Genoese sailors from Italy. And then some Syrian militia from up here in Syria. Where are the locals? I found it strange. Anyway, are they all just the Saudi archers? Is that all? Anyway, so let's get on with the campaign. So we have the problem with these assassins. So we have one still here. We're sending our spy to take a look and see where the assassins have been recruited. We have one assassin of our own who needs to take care of him. We are training another one here under the Marshal of the Order of St. Lazarus. The Order of St. Lazarus only had a handful of members suffering from leprosy. They were officially part of the Knights of the Hospital, but those few who were unlucky enough to suffer from leprosy formed their own sub-order, the Order of St. Lazarus. And here's their marshal. And Arthur of Nablus, who is presumably, potentially a brother of Bolian of Ibelin, is going to be our future king. That's very interesting. So that is good. Let's hope the enemy assassins stay around here. And we have an enemy army under Hazem Ibrahim. Looks like fairly good quality. That sounds good. Thank you. My honorable enemy. So he's heading this way, potential for Jerusalem or Kerak. So that could be troublesome if he makes it here. I mean, look, Constable of Jerusalem, he has 60 knights with him. Just this man alone. Where did he find 60 knights? They're not feudal knights, obviously, they're cavalrymen. Constable of Jerusalem. When the king made feudal, whatever it's called, gave feudal titles away, sometimes to viscounts or to various, like the Marshal of the Kingdom, people like that, then along with the fief went the obligation to recruit a small number of horsemen from that land. So they would have been presumably the so-called Knights of Jerusalem, but really they were not proper knights, they were horsemen. They would have been like squires, you know, something like that. So That's 60 of them. That's pretty good, huh? In Knights Templar, another 30 and 30. Wow, I mean, that's the sum total of all Knights Templar. I mean, really, there weren't that many. There are the Confrere Knights, whoever they are, the Brother Knights, also another kind of Templars. I mean, that would have accounted for the total number of Templars and total number of Knights of Jerusalem, sergeants, heavily, yeah, but there are so many units. Look at the number of dismounted units. Anyway, let's move on to the next game turn. Yeah, here's the diplomat. He's heading for Constantinople. Looking for some Byzantines. Yeah, no, I'm trying. I can't find any Byzantines. Yeah, that's the problem. Okay, we have a new assassin. How good is he? Come on, where are you? He's useless. Okay. Okay. Oh, sounds good. Oh, he's now a dreadful character. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I did that on purpose. I want at least one dreadful character. And the kingdom. Okay. The Ayyubids are advancing. They seem to want to attack with 2 stacks at a time to give us extra problems. And let's continue. Let's first have a look. Somewhere here is
with discretion, sir.
Demiat. They're gonna kill me if I try to go inside.
Approaching quietly.
Oh, it's a castle. Okay, so it's not here. I expect the recruitment settlement for assassins is in Cairo. Let's try and find.
Who do you want dead?
Let's try and find. Where? Isn't there a spy here? What happened to a spy? Oh goodness me! What did you do with a spy? Where's their spy? He's still there? Forgotten to move him? Oh dear. That was lucky. Okay. No assassins there. No assassins here. Where's the assassin going? Lost track of the assassin. Is he heading for Jerusalem?
Of course, sire. Sir. You have a target in mind.
Yeah, what can I do? I lost chivalry. King lost chivalry.
Need someone removed, sir.
Okay.
Who do you want dead? On my way.
Not
As
here.
you will. On my way.
Where is he? Vanished.
Orders.
Sire. Yes, sire. As you wish. By your command.
Not
We can't
there.
get there, sire. Yes.
Where is he? Oh, there he is. God damn.
Sir.
Won't reach. Damn.
Who do you want dead? Name thy target, sire. Stalking the target, sir. Where to, sire?
Okay.
Orders. Yes. By your command. Your will, son. Yes, sire. As you wish.
Your will, my father.
Potentially we have one incursion there. So let's bring...
Yes.
No, I don't know what I can build next. So this is the point where I need to decide what to build and what to do. There are obviously not going to be any battles. So I don't want to waste your time. I just want to rearrange what I have here, except if we're lucky, we might be able
Yes, my lord.
to bump into some Byzantines. Any chance of that?
Yes, sire.
No Byzantines at all. Damn it.
Without question, sire.
Okay.
I shall continue tomorrow, sire.
What can you do?
Sir.
Okay, let's head for
Tomorrow's journey planned out.
I'm going to pause here, and there's not much else that I can do in terms of things that will not take a lot of time. So I want to decide what buildings I want to build. I want to move these characters around.
My liege.
I don't have any spies now. Fortunately, this assassin is going away. So I don't want to waste your time at this point. I'm going to pause, and then when I've done all these little things, I'll start recording again. Okay, and we are at the end of this game turn. There isn't much left to do. Let's go over to the next game turn. The assassin is going somewhere
The
else.
enemy has surrounded us. We are besieged.
And the imams are being troublesome. Where was that guy going? Okay, so I guess we have to defend this settlement, this
Yalla,
stone fort.
My sultan wishes you dead.
Okay, and now what I have to do, have a new priest here. Oh, several.
God's
What happened?
servant. Yes, Majesty. On my way. God's servant. Yes, Majesty. In God's name.
We need to convert this place to the correct religion. We have a small church being built there, very handy. Okay, our
Yes,
our
my lord.
diplomat is still looking for some Byzantines. Goodness me.
Tomorrow's journey planned out, sire.
Ah,
Sibni Lawadi, infidel.
okay.
Yalla.
What are the Sudanese jolly men doing here? How did they get here? Goodness. Okay, our prince can take care of them.
Sire.
Okay, unfortunately, we will probably need our horse archers for the battle down there, so they are not available.
By your command. Yes, noble sire. Sire. Yes.
We have any infantry. Oh, really?
Your will, sire.
This unit. Ah, they will reach. Where have they got?
Sibni Lawani, infidel.
Javelin. Could be tricky.
My liege.
No, we won't need them. Okay, so let's have a battle. I'm not going to reload Reshade for this. I'm just going to fight it straight. Like that, with no wasting time. Without wasting time. 77.
As you will, my king.
Fine, I just have to charge them. That's the plan. Charge them and kill them. Scatter them. Send them back to the desert. Send them back to Africa. Back to Sudan. Okay, let's hope they're not on a mountain somewhere. Could they go up on a mountain here? It'd be very annoying if that's what they do. I don't think I have... Oh, let's see. Alright, how am I gonna get up here? You think it's easy? This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. How am I supposed to get up there? This is not going to be the most exciting episode, I'm afraid. If this is what Wargaming, so this is what Creative Assembly wants us to show in our episodes. Not really sure. So this is the way to go. take. Retreating. Charge!
The enemy general lies dead. We've sent the base cur to hell.
Okay.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half
Oh, they're
their
still
men.
fighting.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Ah, they're running for their lives.
The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down.
Okay. Oh, they got away. Gonna come back.
All of Christendom will be awed by the victory we have won here today.
Well done. Okay.
By God's will, we have triumphed.
Command and loyalty. Unfortunately, he can't get back to... Oh, he can, but these guys cannot. What can he do? So they'll go to Tripoli, and he can go back
Honor, sire.
to Tyre. Okay. Balian of Ibelin can stay in Panias.
Yes, sire.
And Roger, the Crusader, can stay in Damascus.
Yes. Yes, my liege. Yes. Yes, sire.
Which leaves us with the defense of this star fort.
I will not waste words on you, infidel.
Who do you want?
He's running away, the coward.
Sire. Approaching quietly.
Sibni Rawadi, infidel.
Okay, they have some melee cavalry, some lancers. 4 units. 5. And some mounted units. That's a decent one. Okay.
My lord.
Sir.
Never gonna catch up with him.
Sire. Of course, sire. Who do you want dead? Move into position. Where to, sire?
Never gonna find him again.
Sire. With discretion, sire.
Ah, Saladin. Yeah. Okay. Shishaden. Okay, that's where they're getting their assassins. So this has to go.
Need someone removed, sir. Just name the target.
Chances are not very high.
I'll bring the house down, sire.
Don't be so sure. Fingers crossed. You will not die. Okay, so let's get our
Command me, sire.
St. Lazarus Knight over. Who else can I bring? So we need about 5 heavy cavalry. We have 2 there. 2, 3, so we have 5 plus
My king.
our commander.
Signor.
And then we need some light units, so we have 2 light units here.
How may I serve, Sultan? As you wish. Merging armies, my lord.
Oh, we have another one here. Very nice.
Yes. Joining forces, my lord.
Your will, mon roi.
Your will, sire. Combining forces, sire.
And oh, we have another one. Very nice.
Sire. My lord. My lord. As you wish. Merging
Plenty of
armies, my
cavalry.
lord.
Okay, let's bring some infantry over as well.
Orders. Sire. Orders. My lord. Sire. Joining forces, my lord.
And possibly some from Jerusalem.
Your will, sire. Orders. Sire. Yes, sire. Merging armies. my
This
lord.
should do. A mighty army.
Yes, noble sire. An honor, sire. Hail, my king.
Don't need that.
Yes, noble sire.
Don't think so.
Ships ready. An honor, sire. Yes, noble sire.
Fine. All looks good. Still on his way. Goodness. This chap.
Yes, my lord. Without question, sire.
Always good to see
Ah.
you, mon ami.
Another Roger the Crusader. Okay.
It is most good of you to ask us.
Yeah, sorry.
Non, très bien. What else do you have to suggest? Something else? Continue, mon ami.
No,
Your
it's not gonna
question
happen.
is direct and fair. It is fine, mon ami. We respect your decision.
Okay. I don't want to get involved with the Turks at this point. Maybe later on in the campaign. So, let's fight this battle, for which I will load Reshade.
As you wish, sire.
Pray to Saint Lazarus. Okay. Load Reshade, and I'll see you very shortly.
The troops are assembled. Prepare for battle.
Okay, unfortunately the game loaded Battle in a very dense fog, and it would have been impossible to create a watchable video in that dense fog and commanding the units. So I had to restart and regenerate the battle so that it could be fought in decent visibility. So let's have a go. So the army is coming over here, and I will have to slow everything down so that I can deploy the units. And in fact, I'm going to do this offline, so don't waste your time. So I will deploy the units, and then when I'm ready I will start again the recording. So you can probably see from the minimap how things are panning out. Frederick Gottman is coming in with the reinforcements. So here are our horsemen, the knights, including some Turks among them, Turcopoles, Turcopole knights, and over here is our infantry. We're sending one cavalry unit over. In retrospect, just in case something weird happens, so they have some cavalry as a backup. And in the distance is our stone fort. So here's that cavalry unit that's coming over. It's mercenary Frankish knights. Well, Frankish knights, I suppose. Mercenary in game terms. Crusader knights. Okay, so let's see what our Turcopoles actually are doing, because they have to be at the front before we do anything. Okay, let's wait for everyone to get into position. Okay, the enemy is not stirring yet, which is good. That's always a good sign that we are doing things properly. Yeah, chaps, you're taking your time. What's happening? Turcopoles over here. That's it. That's more like it. What is this? What sort of deployment is this? People. Okay. Okay, our enemy is still not stirring, which is a good sign. Here's the map edge. The infantry is already in position. You chaps, you have to hurry up. Okay. Who put ruined temple in that place? It's very inconvenient. You should have ruined the temple somewhere else. Okay. No, wrong one. Okay. You then. Group. No. What is this? Okay. Back to the infantry. Infantry. Okay, the cavalry has gone out of skew or something. They have started attacking. Okay, they've fallen back. Which means we can start moving forward. Without delay. Okay, let's try and do this now in real time. If we can. Okay, we have a light unit there. Okay. Are you all moving? Fine. So you run for them. And you go for them, which means those in between in reverse order. Fine. Are you slowing down? Good. Who hasn't been given orders? You haven't. You don't charge, you just skirmish. You charge. Let's see how this goes. They are shooting back, the cowards.
The fortune of battle goes our way. Let's pray it remains as such.
Okay, leave them. They're out there. They probably are. Just leave them. Ah, what happened? Why did you stop? Did the unit disappear? What? What are you doing?
The enemy general has no honor. He flees the field of battle and abandons his men.
general is a little bit hard-pressed. Come on, infantry.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Come, we routed everyone. Someone must be still fighting. Come over here. Yeah, there's a Mamluk archer somewhere still fighting. Ah, this desert cavalry is back in good order. Oh, come on. My mouse has a mind of its own. So there's still a unit in good
Battle
order.
is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
They're back in good order. Goodness me, they are hard to kill. Run for the hills. Where are you going? They're here. Okay, that was basically the battle. I'm not going to waste all your time. So I'm going to pause at this point, finish it, and when it's done, we will continue. Okay. The last surviving Mamluk has retreated. Okay. So, a glorious and victorious battle this year on the second day of Christmas. So the general's bodyguard gained a lot of experience. The Knights of the Order of St. Lazarus. The Torcopoles gained some experience. Mounted sergeants. 2 units of the Knights of Jerusalem. Well done. Well done, defenders of the Kingdom of Jerusalem. Okay, why not ransom them?
Yes,
Let's try. No. I don't want him back. Captain Jasper, you have been victorious.
Yes.
Okay, and we have enough movement to get into Karak. Or back to Jerusalem. Either way, it's good. So, I guess that will be the end of this episode. Thank you for staying with me on the second day of Christmas. Enjoy the rest of the holidays, and thank you for watching.